Howdy folks, I have a little bit of a project here today. So this is a log that I'm going to try to use for a bowl. I don't know what it is. So last summer we were camping at one of the lakes around here, and we saw this log just kind of floating in there, and with all the boats running around there, we just kind of bobbing up and down, stirred up the bottom of the lake close to the shore where it was red clay, and so it was kind of red. So I picked it up. It's been long enough where I think it's dried because it's very, very light now. But I'm not sure if I can use it because it's got those big cracks in there. So I'm gonna go ahead, cut the ends off, see how deep it goes, and I'm gonna bring it back when we're ready to mount this thing up. See what we can do with it, if we can do something with it. Got a little chainsaw mark there. But I was hoping with it being red water because of the red clay that it might have dyed it, whatever color it was. We're gonna take a look. All right, this is what I came up with. It got a little bit of crack. I think I can fix that as I proceed. My only worry is it looks rather punky. See that? It doesn't feel too punky, but it does look a little punky. But it looks like some of that orange did come through. Alright, so we're going to use my bolt out here. One thing, when I put the screws in on this thing, I was only able to get 6 out of 8 in there because 2 of them lined up with crack. And no matter how I turned it, I had to clear out center to not getting rid of the crack. But the other 6 sort of felt like they were sort of solid, so we'll sort of hopefully get this sort of done without injuring the world. Hey, alright, enjoy! I can tell which kind different. Hopefully, it's myself down in the center there. But I don't know. It's not bad stuff I've done. Alright, so we got a bunch of rough spots right here that are all real punky. I can't get it to cut clean. So I'm going to fill that in with some CA glue, get it to harden up. But I'm going to scrape it one more time, and then we're going to finish this bottom and do some sanding. It's not perfect, but I think that'll sand out for the most part. That tells you how punky it was, how deep, because I took about 1/8 of an inch, 1/16 of an inch off, and it still has some, you can still see some of the CA. Tells you how punky it was. Alright, it's ready for sanding. I'm going to do 60 through probably 320. Only reason, because I'm pretty sure this is maple. Just based off of how it's cutting and how it looks now. I generally don't use 60 grit for maple because it generally doesn't need it. But because of how punky this is, I have to. So I'll show you a little bit of what I'm going to do. Then I won't show the whole thing. And I'll bring you back when I'm done. Alright, that's what I'm going to be doing for a while. I'll bring it back when I'm done. Alrighty, that's sanded up real nice. I have been noticing there's this little void right here. I'm really curious what it's going to look like when I start digging on the inside. Boy, this feels good. Woo! It was worth the extra effort. I don't like how that turned. It's still that color like that because of the CA. But I think it'll blend in with the shellac. I'm going to finish this with shellac. Those of you that might be first time ones here or haven't seen any of the videos where I have said I make my own shellac out of my own flakes. Well, not my own flakes. I buy the flakes. Basically, I fill this bottle halfway up with flakes. Fill the rest of it with denatured alcohol. And you got my special recipe. And apparently I got this thing stuck. See what it looks like. Now that's gonna be an interesting design. I'm hoping I can keep that closed. I got just a sliver of wood there. I'm glad I stopped. I'm gonna continue chipping away at it. It looks like I might have to pour some more CA down here. I think I'm gonna sharpen my tools up before I do that. Well, I lost that little sliver of wood right there. Shoot. I was hoping that'd stay there, but oh well. Alright, that's going to do it for that. I'm going to sand the inside just like I did the outside. I'm not going to show you that because it's just kind of boring. Not much to it. Just 60 through 320. And I'll bring it back when we get ready to finish the inside of it. Alright, we've got some shellac for the inside as well. Alright, I'll take this off and take it back there and get that nub sanded off. I'll bring it back when I got it finished. Just got that little nub left. Here we go. We got a what I believe is a maple bowl. Like I said earlier, I believe it's maple because of the way it cut. That was one of the first things that gave it away to me. The other one is it just looks like it. Feels like it, looks like it. A lot of the maple that I've done, you can see that dark tint in there. Was it worth it? I don't know. It's definitely not one of my best pieces of work, but it's pretty good for pulling it out of the water. You know, wanting to fish out of the water when we're camping. Bottom looks good. The sides look good. The ends are just, to me, they just something to be desired, I guess. I didn't see it much of a choice as far as putting that CA glue. I had to put something on there to harden it. If I'd have dug further in to remove that, it would have gone down to being punky and just wouldn't have smoothed out. I'll show you how I know that. The inside, I didn't do near as much. I don't know if it comes up on camera, but I think right there it does a little bit, like right in there. It's just part of cutting punky wood. It just doesn't want to cooperate with you. It doesn't want to smooth out completely. So to me, it was either looking like that or looking punky like that. It's just, I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. I just, for a piece of wood I fished out of the water and didn't have to cut down, except for, you know, putting on the saw and cutting down the length of it to fit on my lathe, I think it was decent. I think it looks very rustic. Got that nice little knot on the side there. That little sliver of wood I was talking about was right here, and it connected right here, and it just didn't work. But I think it looks pretty cool. I always like the look of maple. It's got all kinds of colors in it. Now, that orange that I was talking about, right there, got a little bit of orange there, and I think that's from the water that it was floating in, because it was kind of reddish orange from that red clay. Y'all know what I'm talking about if you've ever worked with dirt at all. And, you know, right there you got, I think, a little bit right there, maybe. Some on the ends here, you see a little bit of orange there. Some lines right there from orange. You got some right up here. Right over here you got some more on the end of that dark spot right there. So I think that orange did come through a little bit. Not as much as I had kind of thought it might, but like you can see it more on the inside. See that? And they're scattered around. So, hey, on the other side is a little bit more. For me, pulling out of the water, seeing what it looks like, you know, seeing if it actually transferred the color in there, stained it, I think it did pretty good. Hope you guys liked it. Glad you guys stuck around to the end. Give it a nice little thumbs up if you liked it. If you didn't, give me a thumbs down. Let me know down in the comments what you think, how I could have improved. I definitely know I could have improved. Other than that, I appreciate y'all watching it. I appreciate y'all supporting it. Like I said, like, share, and subscribe. Do all that fun stuff. And like I always say, don't burn it. Turn it. And if you have to, fish it out of the water to turn it. I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for hanging out.